I know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
This is Dre Baldwin, who is live right now. We're going to do a quick Q&A. I'm talking like 5-10 minutes maybe. You was just hoping to ask me something. Well, that's great. You came to the right place. The Q&A is a great place to ask somebody something. My name's Dre Baldwin. Notification gang, stand up. How do I feel about a man not having a license and saying nothing wrong with it? What kind of license? A gun license? A driver's license? What kind of license? Somebody in Florida want to play ball with. I don't know who that was. Thank you for the shares. What are some things I could do to jump higher than dunk? You could do one thing. You could go to DreAllDay.com/jump. J-U-M-P. J-U-M-P. And that'll be the one thing you need to do to jump higher than dunk. Thoughts on sacrifice. What about sacrifice? Be more specific. A driver's license? Well, I mean, does he need to be able to drive? I mean, there's a driver's license. You got a driver's license for a reason. Do jump programs really work or just a scam? Well, if it was a scam, why would I be telling you to do it? That makes no sense. Should basketball players lift weights, or will lifting slow you down? Lifting doesn't slow you down. It depends on how you lift, what you lift, and what else you're doing. So it's not really about just lifting by itself. Like if you go in the gym and lift a bunch of weights right now, don't mean you'll be slower. Don't mean that you'll be better. It doesn't necessarily mean you're even going to get stronger. It doesn't mean your muscles will get bigger. It just depends on what you're doing when you're lifting, not just the fact that you lifted, period. I first dunked when I was 16. I don't know how tall I was. How much improvement can I make in one off season? Well, let me know when the off season's over how much you did. What position? Well, position of power, give me a vertical increase. Well, you got to do the program. You asking me to give you the results before you do the work. That's not how it works. This is random, but do you got a girl? Yeah, I got a girl. Do I have tips? I missed that one, Deb. What was that? How can I have consistent success? By deciding what your success is and then consistently doing it. Done. Am I nude? No. Who is my favorite player ever? Michael Jordan is my favorite player ever. Is vert shock good? I don't know what vert shock is, so I can't say so. Do I eat bread? Yes, I do eat bread. What if I have setbacks? What if you do? What do you want me to do about it? How do you deal with the doubt of trying new habits when old habits you have tried didn't work? Then you need to go listen to somebody who already has done the thing that did work so you don't have to keep trying and failing. I sound like Mike Tyson? All right, shout out to Mike Tyson. Jump program claiming to be the best out there. Well, every program claims to be the best out there. That's the only way they're going to sell, right? You ain't going to buy the 5th best program, are you? You're going to buy the one that says they're the best. I sound like Kobe. All right, Mike Tyson and Kobe don't have the same voice. Is there a Greg's in Spain? I don't know what Greg's is. What's my favorite game? Basketball, the business game. Who am I rooting for in the NCAA tournament? Nobody. I'm not rooting for nobody. McDonald Halal. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not the person to ask. What did I do? I missed that one. You just read my books. They're good. Miss Howard, which book did you read? Miss Howard, all of them or one book? I do not play any video games. The only video game I play is this, Periscope, YouTube. Those are the closest thing I get to video games. There's a video, and you could say this is a game, a Q&A game. The best food to eat when training for basketball. Whatever you like. Food is not going to make you good at basketball. Game makes you good at basketball. People ask me about sleeping and waking up. Answer is yes, yes. How many rebounds are in a layup? You trying to mind fuck right there. Help dealing with unfair treatment. Well, what's the question, Deb? Ask me the question. Do I watch the WNBA? No. Favorite sneakers? I don't have any single pair, really. What do I do? Answer people's questions on Periscope. Why am I still reading out our retarded questions? I don't know. Maybe I just got to get rid of you. Who am I voting for president? I don't know yet. How do you change a bad habit? Identify it first, then do something different. I've had so many massive setbacks in my life and they keep happening consistently. Well, it depends on what you're trying to work on. Do I like Jordan sneakers? Absolutely. I absolutely like Jordan sneakers. I need a jump start to boost this off season. Go to hoophandbook.com. Hoophandbook.com. Favorite rapper? 50 Cent. I've had so many massive setbacks in my life. Yeah, I heard you, Noah. What you going to do about it? You going to post it on Periscope or you going to go do something? What did I do to dunk when I was 16? I jumped with the ball in my hands and I stuffed it through the rim. Having a hard time working too much and burning out because I'm committed. Tips on the importance of rest. Tips on the importance of rest. Well, you sound like you already know the importance of rest because you just told me that you're burning out. So why do I have to give you tips? What state do I live in? I live in the state of Florida, the Sunshine State. My name is Dre Baldwin. I didn't even introduce myself for people who don't know me. Does Kyrie Irving program have different content from what's on YouTube already? Yes. My name's Dre Baldwin from Philadelphia. I live in South Florida. Background is pro athlete. Played basketball overseas 9 years. Now I'm a professional speaker. I am a coach and consultant. What are my thoughts on spin class for conditioning for basketball? I don't have any thoughts. What are your thoughts on it? Seem like that's the only thing you got is thoughts, then you got to go take some action. See, it's better to have some actions on something than thoughts on them. You're getting a point guard package, all right, do that. How do you handle jealousy and negativity from people? Who said you had to handle it? Who said you had to do anything? You need a 10-inch increase in your vert. DreAllDay.com/jump, JUMP. Do I speak at high schools? Yes, I do. I'm a freshman and I play varsity. Congratulations. Just make sure when you're a senior, you're still playing varsity. Current book that I'm reading is called Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. It's actually posted on my website if you look. I seem full of myself. If you say so, BJ Beautiful 2000. Somebody always tries to come through and set me up with that question. Because, see, when you say that, if you deny it, then it's like you're in denial. And if you say yeah, then you're confirming their negativity. I should come to FAMU or FSU to speak? Definitely. Let's make that happen. If you know the person who's the person, we should definitely do that. You're a professional footballer in France. All right, shout out to the footballers in France. College students need so much motivation. Definitely, you need to put them onto this Periscope. You could be the plug, gotta be the plug for them to be on this Periscope Dre all day. They can catch me every single day. Who's the most underrated player in college NBA you think? I don't think about that, so nobody. Other favorite players than Jordan? Kobe. Yeah, we call it soccer. I know what you mean. Who's the best point guard right now? Well, got to be the guy who with the championship trophy. Got to be Curry. Got to be the guy that won. You know, the object of the game is to win. So it ain't about stats or dribble or how high you jump. It's about who won the game. So got to go by him. Well, thank you, Gonen Deaver. I've been doing spin class. I like it for my endurance. I was just wondering if you like it. I don't take spin class, so I don't like it or dislike it. Do you play any other sports growing up? I played a little bit of football, not much, and I played baseball and then basketball. You need to be the best player alive. Any tips? Stop talking about it and go do some work. Work on your game. I doubt you're good enough to be that player now, so you need to keep working. What's your current max vertical? I don't know. What does it matter? I mean, your actual vertical jump number doesn't matter. You don't get points for how high you jump. You get points for when the ball goes in the basket. If you read Tim Grover's book, Jump Attack, he explains that in detail. He was Michael Jordan's trainer, Kobe's trainer, Dwayne Wade's trainer. Is it okay to throw up when you work hard? Well, that's your decision what's okay and what's not okay. It's not my decision what's okay for you. Who do you think will get MVP this season? I'm supposing it's going to be Stephen Curry again. I think he pretty much got it. How to get college exposure? You're already getting college exposure. They're just not interested in you. So if you want more exposure, you want the right type of attention, you got to step your performance up and whatever it is you're talking about. Academically, athletically, whatever it is. People always ask me about exposure. You're always being exposed. If you're not getting the right type of response, the response is what you want. It's not exposure that you need. You need response. If you're not getting a response, you got to step up your performance. What, like camps at colleges? I don't understand that question, Camp Johnston. Rephrase that in proper English. You make me ask myself better questions. That's good, Deb, because I'm actually coming out with a book this year called Ask Yourself a Better Question. So that'll help you. So, Deb, I expect you to be the first person in line to buy that book. Do you have an answer for everything? I don't know. Beautiful. What question? Ask me a question. We'll see. See if you can stump me with a question. I know you got to come with something better than that bullshit comment you had a few minutes ago. What is my Periscope schedule? Whenever I turn it on, that's the schedule. Whenever I turn it on, is on. Is the conditioning hoop handbook going to help me burn fat? Well, it's not going to help you do anything with you just talking about it. Maybe if you do the work. Favorite basketball book? The Hoop Handbook. The one that I wrote. That's a good response. I got a tournament and I know I did good if I got a response. Exactly. It's not about exposure. Players ask me about exposure. The reason they ain't getting it, they're asking the wrong question. BJ Beautiful said, I am single. Are you asking me or telling me? Out of all the things you have done in your life, what are you most proud of? I'm most proud of my ability to answer these questions in rapid succession. I'm saying, like, do you think that would... I didn't catch that question. The more concise you make your questions, the easier chance that I'll be able to read them and answer them. You'll see how quickly the comments come and go here. So if you post a 3-line question, it's a good chance that I might not be able to read it before it disappears. So I think basketball camps will help me get exposure. You're already getting exposure. What did I just say? Are you listening? I just said you're already getting exposure. You got to have some game. What will help you get exposure is game. If you had more game, you will be getting more, not exposure, but attention, more response. You don't need exposure. You need game. See, the reason a lot of players don't get the right type of attention because they're asking about exposure. When their problem is not exposure, your problem is you can't play. And I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying players in general. Your problem is you ain't got no game. That's why you're not getting attention. Yes. You play at a small school. Okay. Well, listen, if LeBron James went to your school, it wouldn't be a small school no more. I say that to say if you had more game, then it wouldn't matter what the size of the school is. You blaming the school. If you had game, it wouldn't matter the size of the school. Opinion on Dwight Howard using sticky substances on his hand. I don't care. Where'd I play overseas? Go to my website, dreallday.com. You can read about it. I try to tell y'all something about me in between these questions if I can. What are my results from the jump manual? Well, I didn't measure my vertical. That's probably the only thing you want to know. What is my motivation for what I do? Because I like doing it. Because I feel like doing it. That's a good enough motivation. Damn, I like to hear myself talk. Now, usually the people that I end up having a block off here, BJ Beautiful, is dudes who just be leaving dumb comments to get attention. But if you want to be the first female to get blocked, you can be so. Just let me know. I have no problem. It's equal opportunity out here. What's a good website to post my basketball skill for exposure? YouTube.com. It's a video website. Just post the video. I'm touching rim. Will jump manual get me dunking? Well, it ain't going to do nothing for you. What you talking about it, go do something. All right, BJ Beautiful's out of here. I'm working on something almost over a year. How to stay motivated and keep the hustle fresh. Well, it should be something you should be motivated for. If you've been working on it for a year, why are you doing it if you're not motivated? What's she do? I don't know. She was just asking me questions, trying to get herself blocked. I don't know why. Just started replacing negative thoughts with only positive ones thanks to your advice. Oh, you're welcome. That's great. How do you come up with content to put on the internet? Because I'm an idea machine. How tall am I? 6'4". Do calf raises help to jump higher? I don't know. Go do some calf raises and let me know when you find out. I'm going to work no matter what. Just don't want to waste time. Okay, well, that question is kind of paradoxical. Most important skill for undersized point guards is the same skill for an oversized center, a regular size small forward, a shooting guard, or a power forward, is get your game up. There is no most important skill for any position. Most important skill for any basketball player is to have game. If you don't have game, it don't matter what program you bought, what your friend said, what size school you go to. Yes, paradoxical is a word. Look it up in the dictionary. I'm a freshman in college. Can you train me? Probably not. I don't train players that often, and if I trained you, it would cost you at least $150 an hour. I'm not even answering the phone for less than that when it comes to training basketball players. But anyway, me, I told you I do coaching, consulting, professional speaking. I've done a few TED Talks. Do I do plyometrics exercises? Yes. Know your worth. Absolutely. God is definitely. What equipment do you need for the jump manual? Go to the website and read it. The website has all the information. You ever make the mistake of trying to change too many habits at the one time? That's not a mistake. If the habits ain't working, if you got 10 habits that don't work, you need to change all 10 at once. That's not a mistake. That's a good idea. Do I visit smaller cities? Well, it depends on why I will be coming to the city. What's happening in a smaller city, Cam Johnston? I'm going to invest in it. I trust you, Dre. All right, hey, invest in it and do the work. Don't just invest your money. Invest your time, effort, and attention, and do what the program says. The program is already proven. The only thing unproven are the people who are talking about it. Just read your book, Super You. Now I'm confident enough to handle my own problems. But that's what's up. I appreciate that. Watch my TED Talk on confidence. How does someone stop procrastinating? By taking action. Do you think a business degree is necessary to be an entrepreneur? No, of course not. Business degree doesn't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. You got to go and do stuff, read books by people who are entrepreneurs. How do you deal with setbacks and habit changing? You go do something else. After you had a setback, keep working. Do you think taking a day off to rest your body is taking a day off? What? I grew up in Philadelphia. Have ever read Relentless by Tim Grover? Yes, I have. Did a review on it on my website. You wish I was your coach. What kind of coach? Basketball coach? I appreciate that, though, either way. Have you ever had doubters? Yeah, of course. Thoughts on Grant Cardone? What about him? What about Grant Cardone? All my Periscopes go on YouTube, right? Most of them, yes. I'm going to high school next year, but they don't come out till like a month or so later. I'm going to high school next year. The coaches told me that I can be with the varsity. Should I go? I don't know. You tell me. Why you want me to tell you what you should do? You should decide what you should do. My favorite book of all that I wrote, my first one, Buy a Game, got to be my favorite because it's the first one. That's why I give it away for free. It's my favorite book. You know you can read Buy a Game for free, right? Go to DreAllDay.com. Click on any page. You'll get a pop-up. Put your email address in. You get it for free. What do I think of barber school? Like teaching you how to be a barber? I don't know. I've never been there. Would I visit a smaller school to train a high school basketball team? Well, you know, they gotta make it equitable for my time. It's really about my time. It's not really about the size of the city. I don't care about the size of the city. It's just the time got to work. I'm a 5'4" junior in high school. Can I still make it far in basketball? I don't know. Can you? That's something that you need to get off the internet, sit down in a quiet room and figure that out. If you're asking somebody else to tell you what you're capable of, I'm not that person. The only person capable of knowing what you have potential to do is you. Not me, not your coach, not somebody on the internet, not a book, you. So if you don't know, shit, I damn sure don't know. I hate my height though. Well, you better start loving it because hating it is not going to make you taller. Hating your height won't make you taller. So focus on what you can control, like having some game. Because I guarantee if any player that's using their height as an excuse probably can't play. That's the real problem. It's not their height. I always get cut because of my height. That's false. You get cut because of your lack of ability. How can I ask a better question? You're going to read my book called Ask Yourself a Better Question. It'll be out later this year. No basketball player ever got cut for their height. They got cut because they can't play. How is the basketball overseas? I mean, it's good. Ask me a better question. Case in point. So I've done some TED Talks. I've written 7 books. Obviously, y'all can see people talking about my books. Y'all can get them on Amazon. Go to DreAllDay.com/Amazon or /iBooks. And you can get any of my books. I'm working on book number 8. It's called The Mirror Motivation Part 2. Best player I ever played against, that'll be Anthony Parker. Am I promoting Jump Manual because I'm an affiliate? Am I just promoting it because I'm an affiliate? Well, that's one reason. Shit. Some coaches are picky though. The high school I went to, he wanted 6 feet and taller. Now he want people who could play. So if someone who can play was on the team that was under 6 feet, he wouldn't have had a problem. Same play style as an NBA league overseas. Well, have you ever played in the NBA league or played overseas? Do either one, you'll get the answer. Are you ever going to do a TED Talk in Charlotte, North Carolina? Well, that depends on what's going on with TED. It's not really about Charlotte. It's not really about Charlotte itself. TED is a company, so whatever they're doing, if I got something going on there, I'll be there. If I don't, like let's say they have an event there, but I'm not involved, then I won't be there. Come to USF. I've been to USF before. I played ball on their campus probably in like 07, 08, around that time. I lived in Tampa for like less than a year. I played ball there. Do I got the 267 number? Who is that? And whoever that is, if you happen to have my phone number, why would you be posting in the comments in the Periscope streams? That'll get you blocked. Is basketball just as popular overseas as America? In certain parts, I would say yes. In certain parts, I say no. It's just like in certain parts of the United States, there's other sports that are bigger than basketball. Why is repetition crucial? Go look it up on the internet. Go find that online. Read my book, actually, The Mirror Motivation. It'll tell you why. That's where I'm balling at right now. I'm going to the league guaranteed. All right, that's what's up. Good luck to you going to the league guaranteed. Well, congratulations since you said it's guaranteed. But talking about it don't make it guaranteed. You got to actually go do something. I heard in China it's getting really popular. Well, that's great, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. Where else I'm at? I'm on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin, Instagram at Dre Baldwin, Twitter at Dre All Day. Where else I'm at? Business inquiries, you can hit me at Gmail, Dre, and not Gmail, but email, Dre at DreAllDay.com. What's the most valuable information you can give to a high school player trying to make the team? Work on your fucking game. Because if you ain't got no game, none of the other excuses matter. Tallest player ever played, I don't even know. Who won between you and Smallville? We never played. My name is at Dre Baldwin on Snapchat, at Dre Baldwin on Instagram. No, I'm not looking you up, man. See, when your game gets big enough, your information will find me. I won't have to go look for you. See, if somebody got to go look you up, that means you ain't in enough places yet. But that's okay. You can get there, but you got to keep getting your game up and then showing your game. If you got to tell somebody to look you up, you ain't done enough. It's the same for me. If I go and want to speak somewhere and I got to tell somebody who I am, I ain't doing enough. If you got to tell people to look you up on YouTube, that means you ain't done enough with your game. When you do enough with your game, people going to be sharing your shit on YouTube, and people going to be coming to you that you never even known. All right, everybody. How important do I think it is to travel? In basketball, you shouldn't travel because it's a violation. All right, everybody. My name is Dre All Day. Y'all know where to find me. Snapchat, Instagram, I told you. Twitter's at Dre All Day. Email dre@dreallday.com. Work on your game. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both at Dre All Day. Y'all know my website, dreallday.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, dre@dreallday.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre All Day.